and it's Fort Lauderdale. Welcome to our pre-Christmas show. As you can see, we've kind of dressed up for the festivities here. For those over in Asia, Eduardo.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Church. Good evening to you guys. Welcome to our Town Hall show. So, Mr. Church, look at you, look like Santa Claus.
Well, yes. Kris Kringle or Papa Noel or Santa Claus, whatever it may be around the world. We thought we'd do a little pre-festive before the big Christmas show next week.
Yeah, today we have a lot of news with some funny behind, right? So like that Christmas time.
Yeah, celebration. The birth of Jesus Christ. The celebration of loving people, loving one another, being able to talk to one another, being nice, all those kind of things. It's the season.
Yeah, the season. Get presents. People give presents.
Oh, you young people, all you worry about is presents.
That's what Santa Claus is about, no? Bring my present.
That's what it is. Where's my present? All right. Anyway, for all of those who are joining us, a pre-Merry Christmas. As I said, this is our pre-Christmas show. So next week, we'll do Christmas.
The weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful.
Yeah, what is wrong with that? That's very Christmassy.
Yeah,
you look like a big present for somebody. I don't know who, but...
It's Christmas, but, I know we always can do better.
Yeah? Maybe Gucci or Prada, or is that the kind of better you're thinking of? Anyway, guys, welcome to our show. It is Friday. We hope you're having a fantastic week and a weekend ahead. We have some news coming up, of course, from the cruise industry. Things are always changing, but we first go to our friends at Royal Caribbean, who have put together a kind of a welcome here. I saw this on their website the other day, and I used to be in the entertainment department on board, and it's always nice. The entertainers always get together and show spirit. I think it's such a great thing, and because they have such an amazing talent to sing, I wish I had that talent. What an amazing talent. They're able to share that with a lot of people. So since the ships aren't cruising this year, they've gotten together and put together a holiday wish. They're calling it Special Holiday Wishes from the Royal Caribbean Entertainment Department. And in this video, we're going to see some people, I believe that it's Tegan Dehan, Ritter Hans, Katie Roche, Sean Johnson, Suzanne Perkins, and Cooper Halston. And their first song is Let It Snow. So let's enjoy that.
Wait a little bit. So don't move anything before we tell the guys to. Here for the first time.
Yeah.
Click on this button and then subscribe on our channel. Don't forget to hit the bell notification. Every time when we go live or when we post a video, we drop a video there, you're going to be the first one to receive. And through this live right now, I need you guys click on this button, give you a like. Give you a like right now. Put your comments here. Where you from? You guys like to celebrate Christmas? You guys don't like celebrate Christmas? You guys believe in Santa Claus?
If you don't like to celebrate Christmas, go away, please.
Yeah, if you guys don't believe in Santa Claus, so put here your comment below. And now?
But we all have holidays to celebrate.
But we want you to engage. We want to see, people putting the comments, putting people liking.
I see a lot of the old, the OTC people. I see Vina's here. I see Putu is here. Putri is here. A lot of people joining us today for the holiday show. So we thank you for that, guys. Who else? I think that my mother's going to drop in today. My sister, my nieces, my aunts, my uncles. Everybody's ready for that holiday pre-show. Okay, great. So now back to Royal Caribbean. As I was saying, these people are so talented. We saw this on the Royal Caribbean YouTube page, so we've decided to share it with our audience. Take it away, guys.
Outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. And since we know a place to go, let us know, let us know, let us know.
It doesn't show signs of stopping, and our pros and cons will pop in. The lights will turn way down low. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
When we finally kiss goodnight, how I'll hate going out in the storm. But if you really hold me tight, then all the way home I'll be warm.
The fire is slowly dying, and my dear, we're still goodbye.
But as long as you love me
no signs of stopping. And I brought some corn for popping. The lights are turned way down low. Let it snow. When we finally kiss goodnight.
Finally kiss goodnight.
Going out in the storm. When you finally hold me tight.
Finally hold me
Then
tight.
all the way home I'll be warm. And my dear, we're still goodbye. But as long as you love me so, let it snow, let it snow.
Let it snow.
Let it snow.
Oh, let it snow.
Snow, let it snow. Oh my goodness, I wish it would snow here in Florida. You know, by the way, guys, it was down to, I believe, 58 degrees here in Fort Lauderdale, and it has to be 32 to snow. So if I could wish a wish for Christmas, I wish it would snow in Fort Lauderdale.
I will always wonder, like, is let it snow or let us know?
It's let it snow. But let us know that you're there with us.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, hi guys. And by the way, I see that Rizwan is there. CTI Jakarta's in the house. Good for you guys. Glad to have you here, Mr. Rizwan. You know, one of our important guys. Wait a minute, is my hat straight? I don't want to look like an elf, right? I'm supposed to look like Santa Claus.
Oh, well, believe you look like.
Gain a little more pounds here. Get this beard going. I'm gonna get a job at the store now, playing Santa Claus. You can. What would you like, little boy, for Christmas?
I don't know. I have everything I need.
Okay, well there you go. Tell us about the Maritime Challenge then.
Guys, we are in the fourth semifinals of our Maritime Challenge. Musician is today. Today, in maybe in 30 minutes, we're gonna finish the votes. You know, we had previously, like for the last 4 weeks, we had storytellers, we had skills demonstration, we had, what's the other one?
Oh, you had
Storytellers.
singers, you had storytellers.
Yeah, it's singers.
Yeah.
Singers, storytellers, and skills demonstration. Today we had musician, and next week we finish the semifinals with dancers. After the next week, we're gonna have the whole final. It will be in one day, one show for the final. All 5 categories will be the final in the same day. Like we're gonna do the final,
Okay.
right? So today we have here competing 7 contested, and we have people from Myanmar, we have people from Indonesia, we have, I think if I'm not wrong, we have someone here from Thailand. But from 7 contestants that we have here today, only 4 will join on the final, the grand final. And so it's still available. If you guys want to vote, you can go in on our social media, our Facebook. Mostly our Facebook, we have the link there. You guys can participate and be part of what we're doing. Don't forget, we are going to launch a new campaign soon. For those people who does not feel comfortable in front of the camera talking, but you have a good story you want to send to us. So we're going to talk about that later. And our big shout out to everybody in OTC Lampu, Nusa Dua, Today we have a video about OTC, the graduation in Indonesia was beautiful.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, a lot of students, graduating, finish the 1 year, 2 years course.
Nice.
You know, and then we're gonna give you guys a little bit about what happened there. It was really nice.
Okay.
And of course, most of these guys, after they finish, now they start to get ready to go for internship, get more experience, and then go to the ship.
And this is why they need to keep they need to like and subscribe, because that's more information. It's free information. It continues your education.
Next week we have a live show with OTC. So that's it. So where are we at?
Well, let's go to the headline news, right? All the news in the cruise industry this week. All right, the big headline this week is Carnival. Carnival's always making big headlines. There was a video produced by Carnival from Christine Duffy. Of course, she's the president of Carnival Cruise Line. Actually just telling the crew members what's going on. And this is what I really appreciate about Carnival. They're constantly letting people know what's happening, right? So when you're home and you're just sitting there waiting, there's so much news changing here day by day in the US. And for those who are in Asia and around the world, sometimes it's hard to get that news. One of the reasons we do this show. And it's also one of the reasons, and I don't want to keep saying this, but that's the reason to subscribe, because the moment we push out a video, you get notified. And it's free to subscribe, so it doesn't cost you anything.
Of course.
So we need those subscribers because there is important information changing every day. We put this video out. There are over 6,000 people who have watched this video. And if you're not one of the 6, then maybe you just didn't subscribe. Right? So anyway, watch this video. A very, very important announcement. 40,000 crew members, as we know that Carnival has, that are home. A lot of them waiting to be deployed. Some of them have been deployed. But some good information here. So let's watch this video from Christine Duffy.
Good day and welcome to CTI Group's new series, The Executive Outlook. In this series, we will highlight cruise lines and their executive messages. Our goal at CTI Group is for you, as a crew member, to better understand the company that employs you, maybe now or in the future, and keep you updated with the latest information when this video was published. The video you are about to see was recorded on December 3, 2020, and is entitled An Important Message from Christine Duffy. Christine Duffy is president of Carnival Cruise Line, the biggest brand in the fleet of Miami-based global cruise industry leader Carnival Corp., the world's largest leisure travel company. As president, she's the captain of a company that sails a fleet of 22 ships, annually hosts more than 5 million guests, and employs more than 40,000 people who hail from more than 110 nations worldwide. She joined Carnival Cruise Line in 2015 after a successful tenure as president and CEO of the Cruise Lines International Association, CLIA, the trade association representing the $120 billion global cruise industry. Carnival homeports its ships in North America, Europe, and Australia, and sails to more than 100 destinations in nearly 40 countries. Christine also oversees significant enhancements across the Carnival Cruise Line footprint, including the addition of 2 more spectacular new ships joining the fleet through 2022. Refurbished and modernized ships and port facilities, contemporary onboard dining, entertainment, and recreation features, and a state-of-the-art fleet operations center at its Miami headquarters that implements technology used by NASA and the U.S. Navy to monitor operations and improve real-time decision-making. Her people-first business philosophy makes her an accessible and approachable leader as Carnival leverages its commitment to delivering safe, fun, and memorable vacations to its millions of guests and introduces the fun and consumer value of cruising to a growing customer base.
Hello to our Carnival team. I hope this message finds you and your families healthy and safe. As you know, the situation we are in continues to evolve, but we were excited to receive the conditional order from the CDC, which has now laid out specific requirements for cruise lines to resume operating in the U.S. Unfortunately, this happened at about the same time that we are experiencing the second wave of COVID cases, both in Europe and in North America, which has raised further concerns about cruising overall at this time. We know how anxious everyone is to return to work, and I want you to know that we are doing everything we can to make that happen, starting with getting our ships back into U.S. waters. 16 Carnival Cruise Line ships are now following the procedures required by the U.S. CDC to return to the U.S. and take the next steps to prepare for guest operations. We were very excited last week to welcome Carnival Horizon back to Miami. And Carnival Breeze is up next, and she'll be followed by many others during the month of December. Carnival Spirit and Splendor remain in Asia and will eventually return to their home ports in Australia. We have other ships with scheduled dry docks in 2021, and they will return after their dry docks are completed. Carnival Legend will complete her dry dock in the spring as scheduled, and then spend the summer season in Europe as planned. Our amazing shipyard team is on the ground at the yard in Finland, preparing for the delivery of our beautiful Mardi Gras ship later this month. Now, the situation continues to evolve rapidly and change sometimes every day. Today, we announced that we are canceling all cruises through February 2021. And as you may have seen, Royal Caribbean and NCL have done the same. We've also decided to move the Mardi Gras inaugural sailing from February to late April. As I said, we are happy to have received a roadmap from the CDC to resume cruising, but it's important for all of us to recognize this will take time. Our return to operation will be a gradual one through the course of 2021. Every ship must operate a practice or test cruise to demonstrate to CDC and other regulators that we are able to meet all of their requirements and operate safely. As we have more information and details about these cruises, we will be able to share with you with greater certainty when we can call our crew back. I know this is not exactly the message that you were hoping to hear, but it's important that you understand all the factors and complexities that are involved so you can stay informed. I know everyone is optimistic and excited about the recent announcements with vaccines that are coming in 2021 and the news that the first Pfizer vaccine has been approved in the UK. We also know that the process of distribution is quite complex and that implementation of the vaccine will also take time. We really do see 2021 as a year of transition back to our operation. As always, we are committed to giving you as much advance notice as possible about returning. So, in the meantime, if you need to, you should consider part-time or temporary work while you await your return to us. Your loyalty and service to Carnival Cruise Line are the reasons we are a successful company. And we are all working very hard to return to operation and to implement procedures that will keep you and our guests healthy and safe. The Carnival brand will be the first of Carnival Corporation ships to return to sailing in the United States. And I know I can't wait to see your smiling faces along with our guests back on board just as soon as we can. Please continue to stay safe. We'll continue to share information with you as we learn more. Thank you, as always, for your dedication and your commitment to Carnival. And as we've come to say in 2020, we will be back. Thank you.
If you like our video, please take a second to give it a thumbs up so we can bring you more, and hit the subscribe button along with the notification bell. This way, you will be the first to be informed of our upcoming releases. As Christine lives you with wise words, so shall we will be back. Stay safe and bye for now.
All right, welcome back. And for all of those who are with Carnival, and maybe those who might be going to Carnival in the future, and I know you're out there, at this point in time, here's the challenge. Stop what you're doing. Stop what you're doing and hit me a thumbs up over there so I know everybody that either is with Carnival or wants to go to Carnival. Let me see it, because I'm going to look right here. Show me that you're out there. Show me the thumbs up. And if you like us to continue to do these videos and bring them to you, right? This is what we live for, right? We unfortunately, we don't get paid for this. Well, CTI pays us a big salary, right? Big money.
Wow, big.
You don't believe that?
Are you Santa Claus? How do I believe in Santa Claus?
But anyway, hit the thumbs up so we know that you're out there, we know that you like us to continue to keep doing these videos. It takes quite a bit of time to put these together, and also thanks to Odie, thanks to Tara, thanks to Ratna, who all support team out there. You know, we've got Eddie, we've got Rizwan, we've got the whole team, we've got Carolina, Saras, who also help us, and for supporting us is the OTC gang, right?
Yeah, so one of the things that is important also is to try to digest the message, you know, or
Absolutely.
what she's saying, and understand that when someone on that level put their face in front of you guys and talk directly with you as a crew member, they see how important you guys are. And even as Mr. Church has mentioned, for those people that has a desire to work for Carnival, understand that even through hard times, like we are all going through hard times right now, the company is still, you know, giving message and talking to the crew. For the last 2 or 3 months, if I'm not wrong, I've seen Carnival sending letters to the crew members explaining like, oh, this ship is no longer available, but we are going to select people to transfer to other ships. So, of course, pretty much they are going to take care of those crew members that is already belong to the Carnival team, right?
Right.
And then afterwards, we're going to be able for new hires. Like the cruise industry, guys, is just going through this momentum that is going to give them a moment to update themselves, get better, get new ships. Like Carnival is 2 more ships coming this year. And for you guys, the other side, you guys have to look at this on the perspective like, oh, that's really good, and see that they care about us. They are not only because they have to care about the passenger who's going to the ship and have fun and have a member vacation. Yes, they do, but at the same time they stop what they are doing to look at you guys and then send a message to you and explain what's going on, right? And working together with CTI, and of course they have all the agents worldwide. The idea is always to keep the crew engaged and keep the crew ready, because in a minute something can change, and then, oh, let's come back here. And one thing you guys need to understand is it's not because some ships has been postponed 2 or 3 more months ahead that you guys are not going to the ship right now, because we work behind the scenes. You work behind the scenes, and work behind the scenes. We need preparation, 1-2 months, in order to prepare you guys documentation wise, protocols and things like that. So please, if you haven't understand this video, because we are on the live, go to our channel, watch one more time, you know, try to understand what she's really saying, you know. And of course, if you like get lost somewhere, put your comment below.
Contact us. Sure.
That's why YouTube is about. When you don't understand something, or when you see something positive or even negative, you can put your comment below. You know, show your personality, and then let's discuss here, because for us it's extremely important to see how you guys feel when things change, as we mentioned before.
Right here, I see some gentleman right here who has Yanti, right? It is sad that the scheduled sailing is once again delayed, and we must wait a little longer. But thanks for informing us, keeping us, and giving us the information. And it's better to be prepared for the alternative plan, which is important. You know, when you have someone who is the president of a company, as she is, right, to come out and start talking to the crew, you know, this is very important. When the executives of a company, you also see Richard Fain from Royal doing this, right? You see the people from NCL coming out. This is very important, right? That they share with you and keep you informed. So by all means, our appreciation goes out to them, right? Appreciation goes out to you guys as well, because, you know, there's delay after delay. The CD has put in new protocols about test sailings, and we're also, by the way, going to be doing some videos on the red, green, and yellow system for ships, which is very important for every single crew member to know.
Yeah, it's important to keep in mind that change will happen mostly at this time because it does not depend only from Carnival, only from Royal Virgin. It's someone above them that decide and give them the guidelines of things they have to do before they return to operate.
But what you see, Christine mentions also, she says, not only Carnival, but Royal, but NCL. So
Right.
it's all cruise lines. It's not just Carnival saying,
Yes.
okay, there's going to be another delay. Every single cruise line is announcing that. So again, our appreciation to Christine and everybody else out there for pushing this information forward. As new videos come available, we'll be pushing them to them as well.
For sure.
Okay, moving along here, some great information. Holland America Line says that their bookings have surged for 21 and 22. There's a lot of anxiety about people wanting to go back to ships. They want to go back to ships, right? So their bookings are just skyrocketing. So great for Holland America Line. Congratulations to them. Good stuff there. As we also heard, Carnival has delayed a couple of its ships a little bit longer because they're in dry dock. They're going to be doing more modifications to the ships. So that's 3 ships. That, as she said, 15 ships are on their way back to the United States, which is great. So it means they're all coming back to prepare to meet the CDC regulations and, of course, start bringing crew. So we look at crew to be traveling, at the end of December, which is only 2 weeks away, right? And then you've got January, February. Let's look for a lot of crew movement. That's what I'm forecasting, right? No one has told us that, but that's what we're forecasting.
For sure. So let's take a look on our contestant from today. We have a 30 seconds video here presenting who is competing, who is fighting here to get an opportunity on the grand final. So let's see who they are. Yeah, it's a lot of effort has put in together from those contested. People also from different categories already have submitted the video. And our big shout out to all of you guys. One of the contestants, he reached out to me this week because he submitted his video and then we haven't presented his video. So understand one thing, guys. Once we finish to present your video here, the following week we post your video on YouTube. And as you guys know about YouTube, they have the algorithm that reads everything there. And if it's any copyright that does not belong to you,
Right.
they are going to alert us, and we got a big penalty here.
Right.
And we had to slow down on that. So moving forward, we're going to give you guys more guidelines and try to all work together. But every time when you try to create your content, try to be original as possible. You don't have to look for a music that it's famous and then it's going to be more engageable. Of course, if you pick up someone famous,
Right.
it's going to be easy to convince the audience to vote on you. But I've seen some guys that, to be honest, like if we be really honest, they did not deserve in terms of presentation to go to the next level. But because they engage with the audience, people vote on them.
Well, they know how to
and
promote.
They
Right.
have
It's all about
approved.
promotion. Right.
But I've seen nice videos that was really nice, and nobody vote on them. So, but the most important here, and you're gonna see this in life, it's not about how good you are, it's how much can you engage with people, how much people can support you.
There you go.
And that's what Maritime Challenge is about. We CTI are supporting you guys. When you send a video here, now you have to tell your friends to vote on you. Because it's not myself, Mr. Church, and our team behind here who is going to decide who's going to pass forward or not. It's you guys. You guys are going to
The
do that.
audience.
And then in like 5 minutes, we're going to close the votes here and tell you guys who goes for, who stays here. And unfortunately, we don't have
Some
room
will
for
stay,
everybody.
some will go, right?
Okay.
Right. That's the way it works. A lot of people out there keep asking about Virgin, right? And of course, Virgin has pulled back a little bit. They say that actually they are going to start in May. So, and that's the Valiant Lady, which is the brand new ship, and of course the Scarlet Lady is the first ship, but they're pulling back things to get ready to go in May. So what does that mean? That means that March, that they'll be calling a lot of people back. They will probably sometime around that time, and I can't say March, but it might be April, May, March, April, May, somewhere around there, they're going to start recruiting for the new ship.
Ooh.
Yeah, so we know that we'll have a lot of people interested in that. We know that there's a lot of people at home. So if you are at home and you're interested in Virgin Voyages and you have previous ship experience, then it's time to brush up on your English. We keep saying, talk to us in English. That's really important.
Yeah.
Brush up on your skills. If you need to go and try and work at a 5-star restaurant to keep, your talents in order, very, very important stuff.
Brush up. What that means?
Brush up.
Yeah.
Brush up means to continue to improve yourself.
You see?
That's
how
it
you
must be
improve
an
yourself.
English term, right? Brush
No,
up.
but that's how you improve yourself.
Right.
Curiosity. If you
Right.
don't know, you ask.
Right.
Right?
That's it. That's it. Good for you.
Yeah,
Brush up.
yeah, brush up.
Brush up that outfit.
So let's take advantage of what you're saying here. I want to give a little bit. Let's talk about a little bit about recruitment and processing here.
All right.
It's this information is extremely important. We have a video that can illustrate what we're going to talk about here. We have some steps that you have to go through, and I'm gonna ask Harold here to keep this video looping, so when we discuss things here,
Okay.
This is really important for you guys that want to work on a ship for the first time. And moving forward, we are going to talk about repeaters because they go a different category here. But let's talk about new hires. So when like for right now, online or maybe physically, you heard about cruise lines. You go to job seminars, job fairs, walk in and things like that.
I've been there.
So you've been there, right?
Yes, yes.
They don't have to pay for that.
No
matter where you are, you don't have to pay for that. You just can walk in, someone will be there talking about the cruise line, giving the guidelines, And one thing you have to check and see if that person who is there represent a legal agency. That we already have posted a video on YouTube about that. So let's say if right now, because people they cannot do any gatherings, like you need to stay at home, so you want to apply online, you want to do your application online. Same way, you don't have to pay for that. Everything is free. You put your documentation together, which is basic. Everybody want to apply for a job. What they need to have?
Well,
Resume, right?
okay, but let me correct something here. Going to a seminar, right? Sometimes when there's a big seminar held, for example, in a big hotel ballroom, right? Somebody has to pay for that. The cruise line doesn't give it to you for free and the hotel doesn't. So what may happen is they're saying, okay, there's going to be a refreshment served. We have to pay for the room. And there's a little bitty charge to cover those things. Those things aren't free, right? Somebody has to pay for those. And if the agency doesn't pay, right, which it can be expensive, because I've been in Jakarta, sometimes it's $500-600 a day to rent that room. Because what you're renting is the audio, visual, all that stuff, but you're not paying for a job interview, right? You are not paying to be there. Their cost has to be covered, right? And again, you don't go there and pay anything. That's not what we're saying. But if the person giving the seminar says, right, there's a $5 entry fee that covers the room, that covers the air conditioning, it covers the audio, visual. It doesn't nothing to do with the job. The information is free always, right?
Okay, so moving forward, let's say you want to apply for a job online. Same thing, you don't have to pay.
You don't have to pay.
You go through our website or you go in one of the links and then you put your resume there, you submit your resume, good. Our team is going to get your information, is going to check and see which cruise line fits better for you. It depends about your experience, right? So if you have a good experience, you're gonna be invited or through a phone or WhatsApp or email, someone gonna call you and then say, hey, walk into the office, let's get an interview.
Right.
Because people wanna see you, right? I know that today many things is going to be through internet, but our job as an agents, we need to physically see you, also to see if you, like, at least you apparently fit for that duty. So going through that interview, you don't have to pay anything same way.
Absolutely.
You don't have to. You just walk with your documents, and if you have any of your documents else. Like you have your passport already, okay, you can bring with you. But the most important at that time is your resume, right?
Right.
And your personality, and show your experience. Period. So once you get approved on that interview with our team, our recruiting team, now we start a process here. The pre-process to present you to the cruise line. Why? Because the cruise line come to us and say, hey CTI, I need 1,000 cooks.
Right.
1,000 cooks. So CTI cannot go to the street and pick up 1,000 cooks and send to the cruise line. We have to select those people.
Pre-interview,
we have to
right.
pre-screen them and then see
Right.
if they check, if they're good. So based on that, we have a English assessment test that is being given by the cruise line to see which level you are. For
Right.
example, if you go to Apollo, just example, you're going to do the pedantist test, go to Carnival is Marlins test,
Right.
and different cruise line, they might require something different, but they want to see in terms of test, listen, reading,
Your level of
writing,
speaking.
your
Sure.
level that you have,
Right.
okay? So usually this, when you take this test, you stay in a room, is a camera there watching what you're doing, because of course sometimes it's not only you have your own cabin.
I think you used to do that in school.
On the school,
Did you cheat in school? Like, hey,
No,
what's the
yeah.
answer over here? Can you tell me?
yeah, but on this situation
Yeah.
they cannot
They
cheat.
cannot cheat,
You know,
okay,
you
okay.
cannot cheat because we need to see how well you do on that, and that test, that assessment give us a result, and that result is going to be presented to the cruise line on the final interview.
Absolutely.
So once you do that, now we have to do your background checking, see if you have any police case in your history.
Right.
We don't know who you are.
But we also have to verify the documents. Keep in mind, guys, when you bring in your documents and you say, oh, you know, I worked at the Shangri-La, I worked at the Grand Hyatt, I worked here, I worked there, then it's our staff who take those documents and they call the HR department.
Oh,
and they
wow.
say, by the way, did this guy work here? And they say, I never heard of him.
Yeah.
Oh, not a good thing to do.
Yeah,
Because that automatically puts you in the no-show list, right? You got to be careful, guys.
And based on that, you might. It doesn't mean that it's going to, because it depends the need. Sometimes the agents might don't. One of our branches will say, no, I don't want to charge for that service.
Right.
But they might charge. Why? Because it's someone watching you there, someone printing documents for you.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
most marling tests you have to pay by
Well,
the
you-
company.
What a crew member has to, or a potential crew member has to understand, you have to have a license. In other words, to work with the government, to be a recruiting agency, you must have a license. Now you got to have a building. Inside that building, you pay rent. Inside that building, you have staff sitting there who are working,
Right.
who say, I come to work every day, I have to get paid, right? So if there are fees involved in checking your stuff, this is typical, right? There's an optional, and by the way, if you need us to help you with your documents, we can do that, because a lot of first timers say, oh, I don't know where to go, I don't know what to do, and a lot of times they go to a wrong department and that delays. Then if they have an assignment from the cruise line says, oh, they're not ready yet, well, let me put them at the back of the list and make it delay. Right? So you got to be real careful with that. And our offices are professionally run offices that say, let us help you express, you know, your document. We do this every day. You know, we send 200 and 300 visas a day to the U.S. Embassy, to the Schengen. You know, we do all kinds of document processing. This is why we have a license, right? Is to help you express your documents through the system, right?
So we're gonna get the as we are going to the flow here. Just let's stop on this flow here. This is like that flow right now. You are getting prepared to be present by the cruise line. You're not approved yet. You're not going to the ship. All this preparation doesn't mean that you are going to the ship. Oh, I'm doing my marling test and now I have to go to the ship. No, you don't have to,
Because if you fail,
the cruise line haven't selected you. So what happened is, after you've done your marling test, the office is going to check your background. It's going to check not only about your personal, like police, whatever,
Right.
but they also have to check if you literally have work on those places that you have present on your resume.
but also with the Marlin score and the pedantist test, if you don't score a certain level, the
Yeah.
cruise line says, do not present them to me. right?
Yes,
and
yes.
and again, that's a sign for you to practice your English, to learn to take the test. There's online courses to learn how to take those tests. But if you don't reach a certain level, you can say, "Oh my God, I've done everything, and I didn't pass the Marlins test."
Correct.
If you don't pass it, the cruise line will say, because what happens is a copy of your Marlins report comes on your file, and when the cruise line representative walks in, they look at the Marlin score. And if your Marlin score is 30, 40, 50, 60, they say, "Why are you giving me this guy?" Because
but
he's got to communicate, right?
And that's why before go to the assessment test, we had the interview with our recruiting team. Because if the team feel on the conversation with you that you're not able to get approved on the Marlin test, they will reject you right there.
Right.
Like they will say, "Oh, listen, that's not the time. You go practice your English a little bit. Maybe they can indicate 1 or 2 English schools so you help you out. But you stop your process on that point without spend any money. So you just start to spend a little bit when you come to the Marlin test because you need to do your preparation.
Right.
So, and some guys, they also walk into the office, their resume look like a mess. You know, I have read resume. The first thing, if you want to work for international company, your resume must be English. If you want to have on the side your resume in Thailand or in Bahasa or any other language, you can do that. But every time you apply for international job, you must bring your resume in English.
And the important part of a resume, as you bring it in, let's say, for example, you're a cook, right? Bring pictures of you working in your environment. Bring pictures of you in your uniform and a cook. If you're a restaurant waiter, you know, and you're working at a 5-star restaurant or a hotel, bring a picture and say, "This is me." You have only 5 minutes in front of the final interview to impress the person that you're trying to get a job with, right?
But that's what usually happens when they walk into us. Some of them, they have a good resume, but they don't know how to present themselves, and that's when our team help them going forward. Because after that, of course, they do the Marlin test, they get approved, and the background is approved. Then the officer bring me pictures for your work environment. Let's endorse you with your documentation. And then after that, we have someone from our team for the last 1 year or so. Myself went to Asia many times to pre-screen people, to double check if all this flow has been done well.
Right.
Because sometimes on the numbers of people, someone might, just sneak in with not good English.
Yep.
And we don't want to present you if you feel that you're not going to pass. For us, it's not important to present someone to our client. So moving forward, you go to the pre-screen, you don't have to pay anything for that. You go to the final interview, you don't have to pay anything for that. After you pass on the final interview, the cruise line say, "Listen, you got the job. Thank you so much. So now you go back to the office because the office is going to help you get documents that belongs to you. Documents that is going to be mandatory so you can work on the ship.
Government documents,
Like
signing contracts.
Passport, SIMS book, medical, STCW, visas. I know that if you with a lot of hard work, you can schedule yourself. But guys, believe me, it might take 4 or 5 months to do that.
But now that COVID is in place,
It's going to be even
everything
worse.
is really slowed
Yeah.
down. Even the embassy and the government officials are saying to us, "Bring us a whole section of documents at once. Let us process those in our office." They don't want people standing outside. And if you are standing outside, you got this 6-foot distancing, you got a mask on, you got to sit out in the sun, you got to wait, right? That slows the process down. And it's even slower now because they don't want people in the buildings.
Right. So mostly when we talk about medical and visa, let's talk about visa here really quick.
Okay.
So visa is something that if you miss something in your application, your visa will fail.
It can be denied,
Right.
right?
It can be denied right
Right.
away. So in mostly the office prepare documentation first, send to them, and then they make appointment. The office prepare you what you have to do, and then when you go there, you just present. Now you endorse by one of our office, which means because we've been working with the embassy
And there's
for
a
so
license
long,
there, right?
they already know that this guy literally going to that cruise line that we are telling, like you guys gonna present the LOE that comes from the cruise line.
But one quick point about the visa, if you mess up on the document, there is no refund,
Yeah.
right? There is no refund from the U.S. Embassy, from the Schengen countries. If you mess up and they say, "Oh, this is wrong," there's no refund, right? Then if you redo the documents again, there's another fee on top of that.
But one
So
thing
don't let that
but
happen to
one
you
thing
guys.
you guys need to know is like, so You most of the time you are going to pay your visa in your own, but then the cruise line will give you
reimburse
back.
for the
Why?
visa, right?
Because by law, by the MLC, the cruise line they have to pay your visa. It's not option; they have to pay your visa, but they're gonna pay for one visa, which means he's saying
When you
if
get on
you
board.
go first and then you fail and then you do again, they're not gonna pay for the part you fail.
No.
Right? So you have to go, be prepared. That's why the office is good because they're gonna help you go there and tell exactly what is important. It's not going around. Sometimes we had a meeting with the embassy, right?
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes the crew
Yeah.
get nervous. You literally go into the ship, but then you don't know how to answer. Even for normal interviews, they get nervous.
Right.
So you're gonna be guided, based on your experience, because we only present people who literally have background and are prepared to work on a ship.
Absolutely.
So guys, keep in mind, after you finish this
Ready?
process here, we have 3 more steps. Really simple. The 3 more step is your airline ticket. Your airline ticket needs to be arranged based upon your assignment date, right? The office is going to take care of that for you. Also, the party briefing. So the office does that with
Right.
you. Some of our team even go with the guys to the airport.
Right.
We have present many pictures here. You're going to the airport, check documents to make sure you're not forgetting any documents. Why? Because when you get on the ship, you have to present all these documents. Okay, so this was just a little bit about processing and recruiting. So guys, keep in mind that a couple of things is mandatory to you. You don't have any option. In a couple of things, it might be optional, okay? But if you're looking for a job, don't forget, you can come here, click on the link below. We have option you guys can apply online, or when is the opportunity, you can walk into our office, as this time we are avoiding gatherings and things like that.
All right. Good stuff. Good stuff. Thanks for presenting that stuff. I think you guys listen out there, listen to this over and over so you get it correct. Moving forward, right? Now we talk about one of the Carnival ships have been sold. They have a new owner. We understand that there's an agency out of Europe. We don't know the name of the agency, but they're hiring people to put on that vessel, former Carnival crew members. It looks like the Carnival Fascination, which will be under a new name called Century Harmony Cruise Limited. And we know that they've been hiring some people there to put on that ship who have already worked at Carnival. And of course, they're going to know the ship left and right, which is a good thing, right? Our job here is to get as many people jobs as we possibly can and to assist you, right? All right, moving forward, we have Norwegian Cruise Line. They may be starting up in Europe first. As we know that there's a lot of things going on in the U.S. and we have to do the test cruises and this and that. Europe looks like it is starting to, even though it's under lockdown at the moment, they're starting to talk about when they will bring cruising back. So guys, again, just be aware. Be aware of what's happening. Be aware of your surroundings. Meet us here because we'll always try to grab the latest news and bring it to them, right? One thing that Windstar is doing, Windstar has installed they're calling this the new high-tech game where they're installing ultraviolet lights, right? The HEPA filters and the ultraviolet the lights that kill COVID germs. So you'll see all cruise lines will continue to improve on board to meet the COVID issue. We just had a ship sail last week. It was the Royal Caribbean ship that sailed out of Singapore. And the ship, they actually had to be cut short by 1 day. And this is how reliable is our testing. This is what we have to consider. The ship was full, or not full, it was half full. It went out, it did its sailing. The 3rd day into the cruise, the gentleman was reported that he had COVID. They turned the ship around, brought it back to Singapore. Then, of course, the news all over the place saying, oh, COVID on ship. And guess what? It was a false negative or a false positive, right? So it means that it was not. But the great thing, it shows that the ships, the protocols work. And that's the most important thing,
Correct.
right? So we congratulate Royal Caribbean for putting all of those protocols in place, not only to take care of the passengers, but to take care of the crew as well. So the protocols work. So kudos going out to Royal Caribbean. But this is a sad thing about news. The first thing the news will grab it and say, oh my God, another COVID case on our ship. But then when they find out it's not COVID, they never come back on the air and say, oh, by the way, it really was not. They just let it slide, right? And keep that negative news out
They
there.
just let us know.
Let it know. All right, we have another video from. Do you have any? You got anything else? You got? Oh,
Yeah.
oh, Maritime Challenge.
We have the final
Yeah.
of the Maritime Challenge.
Yeah.
So let's finalize that, guys, and then come up with the real numbers and see who's going to the grand final here. Okay, let's come here. Okay, Harold, do you have the numbers? Oops. Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
Let's see from these guys here who is going to the final, the grand final. Okay. So, as I mentioned before, guys, only 4 for those 7. The first 4 will pass to the final interviews. Oh, I'm talking about interviews now.
Oh, no.
Will pass to the grand final here. So, the first one here that is going to the grand final, his name is Farhan with 490 votes. He's going to the grand final. The second one is the DJ Lookman. He's going to the final with 292 votes. The third one is Mr. Faris with 96 votes. He's going to the final. And the third one with 40 votes, Idewa. So what is so interesting here is because for the first the storytellers and the singers, like the first guy who got like 1,600 votes, can you imagine? Only him was
Wow.
beating everybody. But anyhow, guys, congratulations to all you guys who applied, all you guys who got here on the semifinals. You know, I want to say a shout out for Mr. Putu Indra. This gentleman, he joined in 2 different semifinals because he submitted 2 different videos.
Oh, okay. Okay. And you can
categories.
do that.
Yeah, Mr. Faisal, I remember he reached out to me, but he only got 1 vote. I think he voted on himself. Right?
It was his mother.
Yeah. No, I think he voted on himself, but even though, congratulations to you. And Mr. Carr from Myanmar, he applied. We reach out to him. Guys, once we send someone to the final interview, to the final grand final, we send to them an email, and also we have a
Right.
WhatsApp group on the side to communicate with them back and forth. If they have any, anything they want to ask, we can answer to them. So, but anyhow, congratulations to all you guys here. For those first 4 that I mentioned here, I want to see you guys on the grand final. And don't forget, guys, for the next year, we're going to have a Maritime Challenge again. But in the first semester of the year,
Right.
we're going to have a new campaign for those people that don't feel good in front of the camera. And I want you guys to participate on that. Okay, let's move forward. What we have
Absolutely.
now.
Big time, big time. By the way, and I'm looking some of our comments here. Guys, thanks for all the comments. But also, guys, please don't be rude in the comments, right? If you want to say something, we want to hear it. But there's no reason to be rude.
Are they rude?
Yeah, they said they don't like your outfit.
Oh, that's nice. That's was the intention. If you guys don't know, this is considered an ugly hat in the United States. That's the idea. Ugly suit.
No,
and
no.
Ugly
That's
hat.
ugly sweater.
Oh,
We don't. That sweater's next week.
ugly suit and ugly hat.
Well, I don't know. It
you
looks
know-
ridiculous, but it's okay.
Based what my mom told me when I was kid, I'm cute. I'm handsome. So I like to believe what my mom
You
told
know,
me.
I have to say sometimes all of our mothers, they don't lie to us. They just kind of want us to feel good, so they tell us those things. Yeah.
But I try to believe on things that's good for me.
Yeah. Okay.
Like,
Okay.
You hang in there, baby.
All right. So anyway, guys, thanks for putting all the comments in there. We are going to leave you again with some holiday cheer here. This is again the Royal Caribbean Entertainment Department, and we would like to thank them for their video and kind of cheering us up here at the end. I think it's really important. It's going to be a great holiday, and it'll be a great holiday if we make it so, right? Sometimes you feel, oh, I'm depressed, and this. Guys, lift yourself up. Go out and I keep saying, hug someone, love someone, smile, tell them a funny joke, because when you make people laugh, it makes you feel good inside. But so we're going to leave you with, did you have anything else, by the way?
No.
No? Okay. There's a song called Winter Wonderland, right? And this is Christmas is associated with winter in the United States, and although in many countries it's summer and it's hot, but people still associate Christmas with winter and snow, and of course Jesus Christ, the reason Jesus was born.
Let it snow.
Let it snow. No, this is Winter Wonderland. So we're going to leave you with this Winter Wonderland, and next week is our Christmas show. We hope to see you here.
Yeah.
All of you. Again, thanks to the entire team for being here, the CTI team, the OTC team. If you're new here for the first time, thank you for being here. If you're here all the time, thank you for continually joining us. So from myself, I wish you a pre-Merry Christmas. Next week is a Christmas show. Eduardo?
Yeah, thank you so much, guys, for watching us. So thank you for being part of our family. You're very important to us. You guys have a nice evening, nice day. That's it.
Thanks to Harold. Winter Wonderland, here we go.
Sleigh bells ring, are you listening? In the lane, so is listening. A beautiful sight, we're happy tonight.
Walking in a winter wonderland.
Ba-doo-da. Gone away is the bluebird, here to stay is the bluebird. He sings a love song as we go along, walking in a winter wonderland. Oh, in the meadow we can build a snowman, then pretend that he's Parson Brown. He'll say, are you married? We'll say, no, man.
But you can do the job while you're in town.
Later on, we'll conspire as we dream by the fire to face unafraid the plans that we made. Walking in a winter wonderland. Walking in a winter wonderland. Walking, walking, walking in a winter wonderland. Da 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 da. Sleigh bells ring.
Wisuda keempat OTC Bali 2020.
Tahun ini juga OTC Bali dijadikan sebagai official partner atau exclusive partner dari CTI Group, CTI USA secara langsung. Success is coming from right decision. Right decision is coming from experience.
Bali because OTC Bali has provided extraordinary knowledge and experience for me. And then I hope OTC Bali will progress and help and advance to the world of tourism, especially in Indonesia. Thank you.
I would like to say thank you a lot for OTC Bali for the all achievement that I got and all the good things that I got and positive impact that I got. And this time I would like to persuade to all of you that I'm right now in the beginning, that I'm from know nothing to be something. From zero can ask be the winner. And I would like to persuade to all of you, please throw away the mindset impossible, but I am possible.
I'm standing here just the representative of you guys. Without all of you, without the support from all of you, I couldn't standing here because I still remember the way I came to our beloved campus in OTC Bali. I came there with zero. I came with nothing, but they teach me how to speak English, how to speak Germany, how to talk in Mandarin. On that time, in last 2017, I came there and I studied I think around 3 months.
Thank you.
OTC! Jaya! Salam sukses! Sukses, sukses, sukses! Yes!